Good afternoon, team. Just wanted to come to you with another tip of the day, a little tidbit for you to get with. That's what I used to say. That's how I say it. A little tidbit for you to get with. Just wanted to come with another little tidbit. As you guys know, I listen to a lot of the recordings, right? Some of these recordings I hear, man, my skin crawls and my blood is like, I can't listen no more. No way. At some of the things I'm hearing. I think generally when people get into sales, especially if they're not good at it or they never were good at it or whatever, so they think what sales is about is how nice and humble I can be to the client. That's what the general person thinks, right? I just need to be as humble as possible and do whatever they say. If they're in a rush, I'm going to speak fast. If they tell me to get straight to the prices, I'm going to go straight to the prices. If they go to another part of the presentation, I'm going to jump to that part. But that's not the case, guys. On the contrary, the person that's like that lets the client lead them, is going to lose. And that's really what my tidbit is about today. My tip of the day. Remember that you always have to be leading. You always have to be leading the client. Some people say you always have to be closing. That's true too, but in general, you have to be leading them, taking them down this journey of your presentation. So how do we do that? Well, right at the beginning of the presentation, I took some notes here. When we use words like, for example, when we get about to get into health questions, we say, so what we're going to do now. Key. What we're going to do now is jump into the health questions. Now, some of these questions are pretty obvious by law, but what we are going to do now. I'm not asking. I'm a professional. I'm the doctor, the lawyer. You don't go to the lawyer and they're asking you stuff. They telling you what is going to happen and what the deal is. That's why you have confidence in them and you believe them and you go with their flow because they know how to lead you. Another one, do me a favor, grab a pen and paper. I'm hearing some of you ask them, do you have a pen and paper? Is it okay if you get a pen and paper? What the hell? I'm sorry. Because that stuff drives me crazy because I'm like, that's not even in the script. And you're coming off very soft and weak and not somebody that the client wants to have confidence in. You're not going to be able to get a bank account or make a sale if you're like not leading. So instead of saying, can you grab a pen and do me a favor, grab a pen and paper. Listen to the presentation, listen to my recordings. I say it every single time. Do me a favor, grab a pen and a paper. What another one? Write that down for me when I'm doing the quotes. Okay, first let's take a look at the 35,000. Write that down for me. If I give them the cross, so the 35,000 is going to be 256. Write that down for me. I'm not asking, can you write that down? Was it okay if you write that down? Can you write that down for me, please? What the hell? In the beginning, we set that standard right in the beginning. You spoke with my assistant here recently regarding those 2022 state-approved final expense plans. Actually, before we even do that, but that's one part. We're telling them, you spoke with my assistant. Sometimes they fight me back and they say, no, I didn't. I didn't speak to nobody. I didn't speak to, but because I'm saying like, definitely, you spoke to my assistant here recently regarding those 2023 state-approved final expense plans. But even before that, the name. Hello, John. This is Shane. I'm the state license agent that was assigned to you. I'm saying, John. I'm not asking, hello, John. Hello, John. Hello, is John home? Is John there? No. I'm saying it. Hello, John. As long as a man pick up the phone, hello, John. This is Shane. And right into the presentation. But these things allow you to lead. These things allow you to establish authority. Keyword, authority. In the presentation, from the first word that you say, you're establishing authority, so then the client will follow you. Then the next part is just take them on a beautiful journey where they're laughing and enjoying the conversation, but you still have to lead. Think of these clients like they're your kids. Do you ask your kids if they want to eat their vegetables, or do you tell them you're going to have to eat the vegetables tonight because if you want to get stronger? Do you ask your kids, do you want to go to school today? Or do you say, well, I think what you're going to need to do is go get up out the bed, get washed up so we can go to school. That's how you lead. And if you start leading these clients, you're going to realize getting them to buy something is a lot easier because you've been leading them the whole way through the presentation. They naturally feel like what you're presenting to them is something that's going to be good, something they can trust in, something they can confide in, because you're somebody that is establish yourself as authoritative and a leader. Okay? All right, guys, so that's my tidbit for today. There's different parts in the presentation that establishes authority. I could go on. It says that you are a resident of blah, 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 blah. I'm not asking. I'm saying it says that you are a resident of Florida. Is that correct? But it's the authority that you have to have, along with the niceness, along with making them laugh, along with, building rapport, along with, you have to do that too. But you also have to lead. Okay, guys, that's my tidbit for today. Take that with you. And just to give you another story to give you a cap of how some of our team members are leading. When you can get the bank, so let me give you two examples of our power couple, actually, Subbass and Lena. They were so close to sales yesterday, and it doesn't mean those sales are not going to come, but they got to the point where the guy didn't have his bank account number. Because they were able to lead, they were able to call the bank on a three-way call and tell the client how to ask for the information from the bank. And they did it. It's just that the bank wasn't able to give the account number over the phone, not that bank. So they have to go another route. But if a client allows you to call their bank with them on the phone on a three-way call, you are leading. And you're going to make a lot of sales because you know how to lead. That's what you're doing there. The client trusts you. He has faith in you. He has confidence in you. So when you say, what we're going to do now, Mr. Johnson, is give the bank a call so we can see if we can get the account number from them. And you're giving solutions and you're leading. But the key is, man, Mars done it before. Called the bank with the client to get the account number. She was the first one because she's leading. With some of the questions and the way you guys are asking some of these questions, there's no way you'd be able to do that because you're not leading. So keep that in mind. We must lead like they're children, like they're our little kids. And we're leading them to getting the coverage. All right, guys, that's the tidbit for today. Lead the way. Later.